Total domination. That's been the name of the game in the Ocean Race Europe so far. Paul Mea's Biotherm were ranked an outsider, but have taken maximum points from every scoring opportunity so far, dominating the opposition and building a 5-point buffer over pre-race favourites Paprec Arkéa in second. 5 days into the race, on leg 2 from Portsmouth to Cartagena, the leaders are approaching the pinch point at the Strait of Gibraltar. Johan Richome's Paprec Arkéa lit the afterburners and sailed from last place into the lead over the past 3 days. Built for performing in the strong winds of the Southern Ocean, their foiling Amoca has been in its element over the last 12 hours, sailing at high speed down the Portuguese coast. The rest of the opposition watched them blitz their way to the front, with only Biotherm and Holcim-PRB able to keep pace. Alagrande Mappe Racing, Team Malizia and Be Water Positive have been left in the leading trio's wake in the second half of the leg, while even further back on board Team Amala, the conditions have been cruel. Missing the party at the flyby in Porto, Team Amala arrived 18 hours after the leaders, Alan Rura's crew having to make do with a single point. They restarted in the fastest conditions of the race so far, finally finding the wind after heading offshore. But by then the front of the pack are already preparing their tactics to navigate the Strait of Gibraltar, the narrow gap between Africa and Europe, almost 400 miles ahead.
The night was quite tough. We just see the boats cruising ahead of us and the distance to the leader increasing every minute. So it's a little bit hard to stay motivated, but we're not giving up. We're trimming a lot, doing many sail changes overnight too, to make sure that we're as fast as possible.
It's not tricky, but we've tried to find the best option on the coast, on the Portuguese coast, and because there is actually an area with no wind that we have ahead of us, and now any direction we're taking, we will be stopped with this no wind zone, so we will have to wait for the new wind to arrive. So the question is where to go and where to play with the current, because Gibraltar, you can have a lot of current, up to 3 knots, which is a lot.
The end of the strong wind. The end of the way in, because of the last bit of fast sailing, probably till the finish of the leg, let's say. It's been great fun. We learnt a few things.
We are approaching Trafalgar, famous place, very much for both French and English, but not for the same reasons. It was like the worst, I think the worst or the most famous defeat of Napoleon. But unfortunately, Lord Nelson died during the battle. He just lived long enough to be able to know that he won the battle, and he became a real legend. And Trafalgar Square in London is because of this.
With little to no strategic options, the back markers, Team Amala and Be Water Positive, can only sail east as fast as the wind will allow. Meanwhile, at the head of the fleet, the leaders have a lot more options available to them as they enter the busy and narrow Strait of Gibraltar.
Okay. That's Biotherm. Just in front. And we're passing some zones here, we're fishing areas and some zones where we should not be, in some shallow spots. So we keep a close eye on the navigation, but we try really to stay close to the land as well to sail the shortest distance. So it's a nice trade-off. And yeah, trying to catch Biotherm with it. Beautiful, beautiful day. Sunny, it's cruising. Another day, and then tonight we will have a lot of breeze again after Gibraltar Strait.
Gibraltar Strait. Not a lot of wind, and still a bad sea state from the night, you know, from the northwest wind. And Paprec is catch the wind in front, so it's a bit too much be for us. And probably two options in Gibraltar Strait, because we have a TSS, forbidden area, in the middle. So we can choose the north part or the south part. And it will be interesting if some boats are taking a different option. We are close to the Moroccan coast. It's really nice. And we catch the wind. Because from this morning, we were always under 10 knots. And it was hard to see Paprec Arkéa going fast in front. They took the lead with a lot of advantage, I think. But it's a Mediterranean now, so it's never finished. Until the finish line.
We are in the Strait of Gibraltar. We are on the Moroccan side and going into the Med pretty soon. In first position, yeah. We can still mess it up, huh? I don't know where the official entrance to the Met is, man. But it's looking good. Looking good. It's looking like we have 13-mile lead. Really happy.
It's a beautiful place to run aground. Magnificent. Why is that zone red? Because I said we don't have the right to go there. But in the end, the wind is taking us there. So we're in the process of passing in between two shoals at 2 meters. A small passage with 7 meters of water in the middle. Then you say to yourself, I hope that the guy who was doing the mapping that day was in good shape. Because if you run aground, I don't know how you come out. The fickle Mediterranean weather conditions have now come into play for the leaders. 60 miles further back at the entrance to the Strait of Gibraltar, the mid-pack battle between Team Malizia and Alagrande Mappi is starting to heat up. The weather has started to get tricky. We arrive in the Mediterranean Sea. Malizia in sight on the AIS. The good news of the day? Can't let that boat drop us. We're really going faster. What? We are much faster than them. We go much faster.
Dropping down in front of us.
Wow, wow, wow.
Try and get a knife. Okay, so lifted the rudder up.
I can see the line, we've got it caught.
Can we break it? Can we put the rudders down? Rudders down.
Down.
So we've been sailing through the Gibraltar Straits, and it turns out there's a lot of fishing nets that are currently being laid there at the moment, right at the middle of the shipping lane. And so we saw one slightly too late and ended up sailing straight through it, and it got fully wrapped up around the boat, around the keel. We had the kite up at the time, so we had to quickly douse the kite and then try and figure out how to get out of it. So we tried sailing out of it firstly, didn't really manage, tried cutting a few of the ropes, and eventually we managed to kind of break free. And so I just had to quickly dive down at the end there just to check everything was free, and I found a bit of net down on the keel at the bottom there, so it's just annoying more than anything, you know. We feel like we're just getting into the wind in Gibraltar, and then just nothing we could do really to avoid them. So yes, very, very frustrating, but I think now we're through it, it's okay.
Yeah, we tried to bear away on port, yeah?
Okay, let's get settled again.
Yeah.
Allegrande Mappe, boat behind, had a really nice wind situation. They've got the sea breeze a lot better than us, so they've actually managed to gain that 2 hours that we had on them in Porto. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a fight on here. They're just crossing 0.3 of a mile behind us right now, so it's nice to have a friend around, nice to have another boat to push with. And the other guys are still quite far ahead. They've had the acceleration, but the Mediterranean's looking really like all over the place. We just got to see what happens, really.
There is no more wind. It was a really complicated night. We fought to make 4 knots in speed. That was awesome. And then, yes, we have nothing at all. I don't want to see the others. They're always with a little wind. Average speed, 5 knots. It's moving forward for them. That's how it is. It's torture. I don't believe it. It's a lottery. We went into the world of the lotto, the Française des Jeux. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know if the wind is coming or if I hope that the wind is coming. But there is maybe some more wind in front of us.
The good news is we're faster than Paprec, and now we're going north, expecting more and more wind, and we're getting less and less wind. And it's meant to be in a better and better direction, and it's from worse and worse directions, so that's the Med. Only 110 miles to go.
Nothing to see.
That's because you're not looking. There's lots to see. Just not very far. very thick fog, very humid. It's all wet.
It was actually very clear when the sun came up, and then it became all orange, and then a lot of fog, and now the sun is coming through the fog again. It's a really special morning. It's a good place to be, the Mediterranean Sea.
The lottery of light wind the teams feared has arrived. With only 100 miles left to race till Cartagena, Paprec Arkéa's roll of the dice lands on a different number to Biotherm and Holcim-PRB, and their position, just slightly more offshore, comes with harsh results.
We passed Gibraltar in the lead, that's for sure. And then we sailed into the no-wind zone first. And we had a very hard few transitions which allowed Biotherm and Holcim to come back. And then, tough night and some very shifty light winds. Pretty rough mentally. And made a little bit of a mistake, and a mile or two of separation ended up costing us 30 miles, or I don't know where we are now. So it's disappointing. It's the way it is. Sailing.
It's not finished.
It's not finished. We can still do worse than third. So let's try not to do that.
Today was really good. Actually, we took advantage on the Holcim and Paprec. We keep the north side of the fleet, and we catch the new wind from east in first. It's really great because now we have an advantage of about 12 miles and 60 miles to finish, but with this kind of wind is not a lot, so everything is possible.
Our main priority now is there's Holcim-PRB behind us, so we've sort of taken quite a middle track, and the idea is just to cover them as much as we can. We have got a good bit of lead on them, but if they try and go off on an option really far to the right or to the left, we're going to sort of just try and cover them to keep ourselves between them and the mud. And then a bit more work this evening, and hopefully arrive early morning sometime, I guess. See how it goes.
Really happy, sure that we did not expect it to win all the points we can't, but it shows that winning Ocean Race Europe was a dream and a goal, but to take all the points from the beginning to now, it's just a dream, and we are just enjoying it.
Yeah!
Amal, second. Scooter. Yeah. We have to check Paprec. We are in progress. 3, 2. Next one up. It's okay.
We made it here in Cartagena, and in second place. Super happy. Cheers to the whole team. We worked so hard. A week ago we couldn't imagine being even on the starting line, and now we fought back as a team, and I'm super happy and proud to be here today.
Vale, vamos, vamos, vamos. Yeah, bravo!
One little mistake was just had a huge cost for us, which you know, that's the way it's played, and that's it. It's still a good result. It still puts us into second place, and Biotherm is sailing amazingly, so it's hard to beat for sure.
With double points on offer for leg 2, Biotherm once again claimed the maximum haul, 7 points for the Porto flyby and another 7 for victory into Cartagena. Holcim-PRB secured second place, earning 11 valuable points, an impressive recovery following their retirement from leg 1. Paprec Arkéa also take 11 points, despite slipping back into third given their second place at the Porto flyby, whilst Gallagher Racing will be pleased with their own comeback, managing to finish fourth and collect their first points of the race. After their encounter with the fishing net, Team Malizia finished the leg in 5th place, taking 7 points. Biotherm followed in 6th, picking up 4 points. Team Amala, who remained at sea for an additional 2 days, brought home the final 2 points after finishing 7th in both the flyby and at the end of leg 2.
Leg number 1, there was a collision between Alagrande and Holcim. Both boards protested each other. We had to make a decision regarding those 2 cases.
As you are aware, there is a protest. The protest was for Holcim. The situation leading up. Yeah.
The redress that they've just granted us is a redress between legs 2 and legs 5, so including leg 5, so everything up until the last race, and it will be an average points that we will receive for our leg 1 result of these legs. So we will go into the last leg, the coastal race in Boca Bay, knowing what our point scores is.
It was not the situation that we were hoping for, but we respect completely the decision of the jury. We knew that it was a very complex situation, and yeah, this is part of racing, and that's it.
The redress awarded to Holcim-PRB will only be reflected on the overall leaderboard once they've completed the remaining legs. At that stage, they will receive points equal to their average finishes from legs 2 to 5, meaning the stronger their results, the greater the impact in the final standings. After securing maximum double points in leg 2, Biotherm have extended their flawless run and now hold a commanding 7-point lead. Despite a late setback in this leg, Paprec Arkéa remained second on 18 points, while Team Malizia retained third place with 13. Holcim-PRB, despite retiring from leg 1, are only 2 points off the podium with 11, an impressive tally with their redress points still to come. Biotherm will be pleased to sit 5th, while Gallagher Racing climb into 6th with their first points of the campaign. Team Amala complete the standings with 5 points. With 3 legs remaining, time is running out for the chasing teams to put a stop to Biotherm's assault on the trophy. Join us for more action on board in the Ocean Race Europe this Friday when leg 3 gets underway from Cartagena in Spain to Nice on the French Riviera.